what LeBron, Steph Curry, and Donovan Mitchell have in common? They've all dropped 30 points without the ability to see the rim. There was an NBA player whose eyesight was so bad, he couldn't even get a driver's license. Let's start with Donovan Mitchell, the man who dropped 71 points but has poor eyesight. Donovan Mitchell doesn't wear contacts. He tried, as you could see above, and he just can't stand touching his eye. So he is out there cooking your favorite player every single night, and he can't see that well. Can you imagine how good you have to be to not be able to see great and still be better than majority of the league? Well, wait till you hear about the next person. Hey, don't lose focus. We got more to talk about here. Because you know who else had eyesight problems for majority of his career? Steph Curry, the greatest shooter in NBA history, the most threes ever made in NBA history, had poor eyesight until 2019. He suffered from a cornea condition, which I'm not even going to try to pronounce because I will butcher it. But basically, over time, the cornea thins, and instead of being a circular shape, it turns into a cone. What that does is it deflects the light, causing blurred vision, which in addition gave Steph Curry astigmatism. As you can see here, some people even need surgery to fix this. Steph Curry's wearing contacts now, but the fact of the matter is he was playing majority of his career and being the greatest shooter ever, but couldn't see perfectly. Remember when LeBron said he saw 3 rims? Well, that's basically what Donovan Mitchell and Steph Curry were doing for majority of their career, and still Donovan Mitchell is. But speaking of LeBron, did you know that LeBron actually struggled with his eyesight as well at one point? In 2007, LeBron apparently underwent LASIK surgery to improve his vision so he could be an even better player. Because the surgery was successful, LeBron apparently claimed that the LASIK really helped him in his career. So maybe LeBron was seeing 3 rims. I mean, at that point when he said that, he already had the LASIK surgery, so maybe not. But the point is, LeBron could have been seeing 3 rims back in 2006. If you want to hear about a more severe and actually kind of scary story, let's talk about Amar'e Stoudemire. Amar'e Stoudemire was known for wearing his glasses, but actually he had some eye issues. In training camp in 2008, Amar'e got poked in the eye by a teammate, which actually ended up being a partially torn iris. Luckily, he recovered for opening night, but then it got really bad. In February, he was having a great game, but then he got poked in that same eye again. However, this time he had a partially detached retina. This forced him to miss the remainder of the season, and he had to have surgery. As you could see here, he was fearful that he was never going to play basketball again because the surgery was super extensive and scary. The doctor said he pretty much had to lay down for 22 hours a day for 10 days straight in order to reattach the retina. So he really couldn't move at all. Can you imagine that? That's probably like one of the most terrifying eyesight stories you could ever hear. So thankfully it was a success and he was able to play basketball again. Someone else who was very well known for wearing their goggles is Horace Grant. But did you know that Horace Grant actually continued wearing them after his eyesight was fixed? He wore goggles when he got diagnosed with myopia, which basically is a condition that near objects appear clear, but when objects are far away, they appear very blurry. So he wore those prescription goggles in order to be able to see properly in the NBA. To correct his surgery, he got LASIK, like LeBron and another player we're going to talk about in a minute. The surgery was successful, so he was actually able to play goggles free, but he actually continued wearing them because it helped boost young kids' self-esteem. Parents and older fans were, commending him for wearing the goggles because young kids who were wearing glasses, who, didn't want to be wearing glasses, obviously saw Horace Grant as an inspiration. Basically, he was making it cool to wear glasses, where sometimes wearing glasses, although I think it's a silly thing, but is looked at as not cool. I think it's cool to see. So whether you could see without glasses or you need glasses, I think seeing is the coolest part. But the point is, this was helping young kids to feel encouraged to wear their glasses with pride, so to speak. So this is actually a very nice thing. Rudy Gay is the other player who actually underwent LASIK in order to correct his vision. Did you know that Rudy Gay was almost denied a driver's license because of his poor vision? He tried contacts, they weren't comfortable. He tried those goggles, he didn't find them comfortable, so he ended up getting LASIK surgery. Obviously the surgery was a success because he continued to play in the NBA, but can you imagine? His eyesight was so poor, he almost was not able to drive. It's just incredible to think about how talented these players are. Even with poor eyesight, they are still doing the craziest thing. I know I said Steph Curry corrected his issue now, and so did LeBron, but think about how demoralizing that is as an opponent. I don't know if they knew, whoever was playing against them, but can you imagine, the guy playing against you was LeBron, Steph Curry, they're not seeing properly, and they're still dropping 50 on you. That's insane.